I was once told that I could not make it, achieve my dreams, or ever be anybody. I was actually told that I would be a statistic.
How would you really enjoy spending your life?
We must not let it. We must. Money was no object. It'd be funny, there'd be no projects. Scouts no longer looking for prospects. Hookers no longer looking for hot sex. No colleges.
Welcome to Reinvention Tuesdays. Thank you for tuning in for another week of motivation and inspiration. This week we're talking about the topic of faith. We're continuing our 3-week segment of what do you desire. Last week we talked about, or we had a discussion on what it is to have a prayer, or what it is to talk about understanding your purpose. So now that you have understood what it means to have a prayer and what it means to understand your purpose, this week we're going to talk about the next part, which is having faith. What is faith? Faith consists of 2 parts. It consists of 2 parts. The 2 parts of this: something that you hope for, something that you are hoping for. The second part is this: you're thinking about the things that you do not see. It's things that you do not see. So it's something that you hope for and something that you do not see. And that's where your faith comes in at. Okay, we said last week, everybody can have a prayer. Everybody can have a prayer, but you have to understand your purpose. So those were the 2 things that you had to do last week. The second part is faith. You have to hope for something. You have to hope for something. And it's going to be something that you do not see. It's something that you cannot touch. Something that you cannot put your hands on. The first part of having faith is being obedient. You have to be obedient to the declaration on your life. You have to be obedient to the process. What does that mean? That means to continue to take steps. Even when you don't understand or you can't see your way through, you have to continue to believe in what you're hoping for. Because let's give a good example of what faith is and what it consists of. You could be in college. You're a freshman in college and you want to graduate in 4 years. If you want to graduate in 4 years, that is your hope, to graduate in 4 years. But the second part of that is you do not see how the graduation is going to turn out. You do not see yourself being in that position, but you have faith in making it to that point. That's the first part, being obedient. So you have to be obedient to that process. You have to be obedient for those 4 years. The second part is this: you have to understand the second part of faith, which is you may not see. Let's say, our movie of this week is Ray Charles, right, with Jamie Foxx. And our song of the week is this. It's talking about getting closer to your dreams. So close your eyes. Picture what your dream is. You got to now say, I have faith that I'll get closer to my dream. I have this hope or this belief that I can get to my dream. I can catch my dream. I can feel my dream. I can touch my dream. But the second part of that is, I don't see the dream. I can't see it in front of me. It's not tangible. For example, let's say if I want a boat, I want a yacht, right? Let's say if I want a yacht. In order to get that yacht, I got to first hope for it. I got to first believe in it. I got to first think about it, right? R. Kelly has a song, he said, I believe I can fly. He said, if you can see it, then there's nothing to it. You can do it. But you got to first have that hope. You got to have that belief. So the first part was be obedient. Trust the process. The second part is this. You got to continue to have that hope. You got to continue to just believe in it, even though you may not see it. So last week we said you got to have the plea. You got to make the prayer. Anybody can have a prayer. You just got to make the declaration. And you got to understand your purpose. Part 2 this week was having faith. You got to be obedient to the process, and you got to continue to hope in the things that you do not see. Hope involves you taking some type of action. You always heard the saying, faith without works is dead. Faith without works is dead. What's another way to say it? Faith without deeds is useless. Faith without deeds is useless. So the only way to increase your faith is to start taking action. You got to start marching into your destiny. Start marching into the things that you believe in, because your dream is only one step away. You just got to continue to take steps. And that's the end of this message. I'm going to leave you with this. Close your eyes. Imagine what it is that you want, that you hope for, that you believe in. and you continue to walk into your destiny. You continue to walk into your purpose. You continue to trust in the process and be obedient to it, and start making action. Start having that action today, because it's time to go get your inheritance. What is your inheritance? Your inheritance is this. It is your legacy. It is your heritage. Think about it. People who have family members that die come into some type of inheritance. It is a payment of the action, of the faith that you had in the process. It is a repayment to you. So go get your inheritance. 2013 is the year of promise. Reinvention Tuesdays.
We must not let it. We must.
And then you'll be able to get a good fee for whatever it is. So don't worry too much. Somebody's interested in everything. And anything you can be interested in, you'll find others in. But it's absolutely stupid. Spend your time doing things you don't like.